The water has become poisoned because of things like Donald Trump's campaign.
What's wrong with Donald Trump's campaign? Donald
Trump's campaign was centered on the birther issue and the noxious notion that Barack Obama wasn't an American. It was an offensive
He never
campaign.
said that. He said, just show me the document.
He said he had his people go to Hawaii and that they had documents and evidence that the President of the United States
that's not what he said. He said it was peculiar that he won't release it.
He said, show me the evidence because I don't believe that he's an American.
Well, everybody could.
He was elected the President of the United States.
It was so obnoxious.
You didn't like it either.
No, I could not stand it. I found it appalling, and I'm glad that
so appalling? I don't get it.
Because it was about race, and I mean, at its core,
where did you get that about race?
At its core, it was about race.
No, I think it was about he doesn't like Obama's policies, and every one of us and everybody watching the show, if you say, "Can I have your birth certificate?" can go get it.
But how do you go from not liking somebody's policies to suddenly saying, "Hey, maybe you weren't born here"? There's a disconnect there, and I think Trump, all of a sudden, he was going from attacking Obama on policies, talking about China, and then it's like the next day he woke up and decided, "Oh, I'm going to be a birther."
Well, no, that never was my issue, but I think after a while it was odd. He just could have released it in the beginning and wouldn't have been a question.
But Sean, as I think all of us are saying, it tapped into something beyond public policy dispute. And the legacy of that is the toxic environment that Michele Bachmann now finds herself.
But I don't think you blame Michele Bachmann for something.
No. Michele Bachmann know the age of her children. She had 23 foster children. Boy, she'd be another right-wing, amiable dunce.
Because he didn't state the age of his children correctly doesn't mean he didn't know that age.
She did. I mean, you know, she confused John. She said John Quincy Adams was a founding father. Really, if you think about it, he was a founding son. So it's a bit of a mistake there.
It's all stretching from.
But no, and you're right. And Obama never gets hit on.
Do you think Obama knew what a corpsman was when he read three times corpsman? I don't think he knew what a corpsman was.
I don't mind them going after Michele Bachmann if she makes mistakes. If they would go after President Obama for making mistakes.
That's a really. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think that Joe Biden gets a huge pass also. But with Michele Bachmann, I think that she is getting the scrutiny from going into the spotlight also. Just like I felt like Newt Gingrich got a ton of the same. Exactly.
And they asked one question about Bill Ayers. I will never give up on that. Don't ever ask me. Don't write me. I'm staying on it because it was one of the great injustices to all the American people in the last campaign. More of the Great American Panel next.